She was standing at the top of an escalator with a brown suitcase and like a print jacket, and she just with this beautiful red hair, and she didn't look like she was from around here, and I thought she was really interesting. I don't often talk to just people in the street, but I saw her and I thought, if I don't talk to her, then I'll never know her, and I just had this feeling that I should. And I was with a friend, and my friend said, "Oh, let's have a cigarette." So we went outside the station, and he lights up a cigarette, and I said, "I'll be back in a moment. I've got to go do something," and just kind of left and walked away from him. Said, "I'll be back in a minute." And I walked in, and I saw Kira standing there, and she just put her suitcase down, and she just opened it, and she was going through it. I walked up to her and I said, like, "I know that it's strange for me to kind of come up to you and intrude in your space, so I'm sorry. But I also know that there's no way we'd meet in a normal situation, so if I didn't come up to you right now and introduce myself, we probably wouldn't get a chance to be friends, so would you like to be my friend? My name's Oliver." And then she looked up and smiled and said, "Yeah, I would, my name's Kira." And she just had lots of weird things in her suitcase, like inks and random like broken brushes and like sketchbooks and like just random bits and bobs, and I was like, that's interesting, you know, that's really strange. Like, and it just so happened that as we spoke from that moment on, everything that we spoke about we had in common, like from the Doors, Bowie, the Beatles, the Kinks, and I mean that's music, but I think music's quite the top of the pyramid really for
Language.
Relationship, for communication.
I think about 3 years ago I came to Brighton when I was about 15, and now I'm moved to London. Well, I was quite interested in English culture. The Beatles and, you know,
Sid Barrett.
yeah, I could listen to a song and it could inspire me to do something which generally just I listen to music all the time.
I'm from New Malden, which is close to London. At the time I was really focused on like painting and drawing and things, and I was really bad at math and reading out loud and things like that.
I went to a private school, so it was kind of didn't really had any friends there, and I was like a rebel. No,
Yeah.
I always was getting into trouble, and I don't know, teachers used to say that I'm too dreamy, that I need to stop playing and start learning and do that and do this, and I was like,
I forget where I get most of my clothes because I just find them or get them handed to from people.
well, this beautiful dress we found in vintage store in Liverpool.
Yeah, it's really random actually. We decided to go to the Beatles Museum, and we went and got a bus up north, and we didn't really know where we were going. We knew we were going to the Beatles Museum and weren't sure if we were going to end up in Scotland or where exactly the road was going to go, but we just knew like we were going to the Beatles Museum and going to move around that idea, and the vintage store that we found where she saw this dress was actually just when we were wandering around the street.
Yeah, it's Victorian, and it was it's made out of silk and it's white, and I love white colours. So this is from different people who gave it to me, all kinds of things, and it's all sort of tangled. That one, I decided to cut myself a fringe, and
It's funny.
I didn't want to throw my hair out, so I decided to make some jewellery.
This is my cape. I found it again around here in Brick Lane on one of the market stalls. Same with the shirt. I was with Kira and we found it together.
Well, the hat I found in my mum's wardrobe. I used to wear it when it's kind of broken, but I do like it. And my mum, well, she's more like a muse. She's really beautiful. She used to be a model. She's got a beautiful big wardrobe, and she gives things to me all the time. That shirt I found in a warehouse party. They had a dressing up box where you can take whatever you like. Well, me and my friend, she bought the pair of red shoes, and I bought the pair of blue shoes. And now that we are in different countries, she wears red and blue, and I wear blue and red. Well, the The sunglasses, they are snake sunglasses. They're really special, and they say Oliver on the side. I found them randomly on the Brickway Market, and the code is from the same place as well. And this dress is from when I used to be 13 or something.
I'm wearing, actually, most of the jacket and stuff I'm wearing are actually Kira's, because when I come to Kira's, we wear pretty much the same kind of clothes. And when I come to Kira's, I take a bag, maybe two, I have my shirt I was wearing earlier and a few of my items.
Yeah.
And then I end up showing her stuff, and when she comes to Brighton, she ends up wearing my stuff.
I always wanted to have one under my bed, but I think carrying around in the year, because
It's always
you
with
don't
you.
really know where you're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
And now you got one
It's always
under,
good to carry
you got
around
one under your
your
chin now, so
Yeah.
then on your bed. I got the shirt from a friend, someone I became friends with in Ohio. I used to live out of a suitcase for like 3 or 4 years. I was in the US a lot, touring around, traveling around. We have a few projects we're working on at the moment, which we want to do some exhibitions, and we're just kind of working, and we'll know when it's right to kind of put them out and present them. One of them, it's all related to dreams, and we've spent the last few months waking up and writing down our dreams and talking about our dreams, and it's kind of strange though, because it gets to a point where it almost feels like it's very draining, because you wake up and then you've got to write your dreams down, and it feels like you're living two lives when you're doing this constantly. But it's always kind of interesting when you look back, and it's weird because we've written some things down before, and then when you reflect on them a few weeks later, you can't actually remember them, but you've got them written down.
Because dreams affect the way you feel about things. They are so colourful and so interesting. I think it's a important half of my life.
Yeah, a lot of the bands that we're both very into, and artists like people like Sid Barrett. We found that a lot of them, it was the individuals that kind of made the music as their stories were being told, and we just wanted to kind of make noise. And I met Kira, and I've been playing guitar for a while, and once we realised that we clicked as people, I was like, we're going to be in a band, we're going to do music together. She was like, but I can't play anything. And I was like, it's not the point, it doesn't matter, that we can learn that. It's about a vision and an idea, and together we share a lot. We spend a lot of time painting, doing sketchbook ideas, doodling. I don't know, I guess it's just living really, but it's all going somewhere, and we always make noise and jam, play music together. And a lot of time it is just obnoxious noise, but it's slowly evolving into something. I wouldn't class myself as a musician. I don't even like that term too much, but I just like putting the sound with some words, and it kind of becomes something different, or it becomes something more interesting than just on a piece of paper. For me, thinking out loud. If you write something and you produce it, and it is nice to share it sometimes. It's kind of like talking to someone, but you're talking to yourself. I don't know. It's hard to find stuff that's, I guess, what I see as being honest. What I think of as honest, the Doors, Rolling Stones. Simple. I just like what I like, and I go on my way. And I wouldn't say I have many people that I consider close. I have one or two. I don't know. I think it's really nice when you meet people that inspire you, and they're doing something regardless to everything else around them, and kind of end up just falling into ourselves a lot and just being like, well, this is what we're really interested in and what we like to do. So we just kind of forget about everything else, I think, around us, don't we? And I think we forget what's going on outside of our window half the time, and start going off on our own little adventures.
People call our clothes costumes, but I think it's just clothes. I don't know.